Dear friends, lovers of the stage, patrons of the arts, the fact that you can see me is a trick of the theater, nothing more. Through untold ages, no one has laid eyes on me, and I mean to keep it that way. For so long as I remain unseen, I can exert my influence over people without their even being aware of it. But once upon a time, in the city of Vienna, there lived a man who thought he had some special mental sensitivity. A busybody who tried to expose me to the world. This upstart meddler, Sigmund Freud, was so intent on finding me that he employed an army of doctors to peer into man's mind. And then he had the gall to write books about the way I've been controlling people. No one exposes me like that without suffering the consequences. And so I deem his work a declaration of war. I intend to win this war and stomp him under my boot like the dog he is, to use him and abuse him and make him do my will. To this end, I have of late planted in his mind the absurd suspicion that his daughter, Anna, is secretly having an intimate liaison with one of his closest associates. At the same time, as if I were Cupid himself, I have caused this associate, Dr. Sandra Ferenczi, to fall hopelessly in love with the girl. Even now, Dr. Freud is outside, looking for his daughter, to scold her. That small germ of suspicion I planted will be his ultimate undoing. And I will remain supreme, unseen, and triumphant. Mark my words. He is in my power.
Where in the name of heaven have you been?
I'm starting again.
Didn't I tell you not to leave this house?
I wasn't going anywhere.
Do you expect me to believe that? Weren't you planning on meeting one of the members of the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society?
No, certainly not.
As your father, it is my duty to make sure that you are safe.
I don't feel like I'm in any danger.
That's precisely the problem. You don't see the danger in associating with these men. So, I've hired a new live-in maid, a woman who will be here 24 hours a day, taking care of your household needs and making sure that no men ever get near you.
That's going too far. You hired a bodyguard for your own daughter?
You could look at it that way, but it's a very wise move if you ask me, with the likes of Sandor Ferenczi prowling around here. So this maid is from the elite maid service, the most respected maid service in the city. She comes with impeccable qualifications. I interviewed her on the phone, and she's going to be here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock.
I'm not too happy about this.
Someday, you'll thank me for looking out for your best interests.
Doubt it.
Well, now that you're here, I want you to help me with one of my experiments.
One of your experiments? You're not still trying to conjure up the unconscious, are you?
Oh yes, and I'm closer than ever to success. Tonight is the night I will finally be able to capture it.
Conjuring up the unconscious can be dangerous.
It's not going to be dangerous, my dear, because as soon as it walks through the door, you're going to grab it around the neck and I can knock it unconscious with my umbrella.
You're gonna knock the unconscious unconscious? I've never heard of such a thing.
You never heard of such a thing because I'm the first one to do it. I discovered the unconscious, didn't I? And I'll be the first one to capture it, harness it, observe it, and study it. Bring me the ritualistic shakers.
It's not even a word.
Ritualistic? I do believe it is. Please.
Ritual.
Now, as soon as it walks through the door, you're going to grab it around the neck and I'll knock it right out.
Oh, what fools. They're going to try to conjure me up like a spirit, are they? This is not the way it's true to me. But I'm going to teach them a lesson. Right now, at my request, one of my close associates is planting in the recesses of Wilhelm Fliess's mind the irresistible urge to get to the study of his friend Sigmund Freud post haste. And if I timed it right, and I'm pretty good at these things, He should be walking through that door in just under 60 seconds.
Appear to me, you demon of the subconscious mind! Appear, I command you! And I will show you that I am your master. I will strike you into submission. I command you to arrive in the name of God!
Oh my God. Oh.
Here it is! I'm sorry out loud!
Dad, stop! Stop! It's Dr. Fleece! You knocked out Dr. Fleece. Sorry, Dr. Fleece.
What happened?
Daddy thought you were the unconscious.
Are you still trying to contact that thing?
Yes, and if you hadn't walked through the door just now, I think I might have succeeded, my honor. You were right.
I don't know.
Oh, I'll get you some ice.
You knocked me down cold.
Well, I thought you were the unconscious. No one's ever been able to succeed in what I'm doing. I'm after a very elusive quarry.
Yes, well, thank you, dear. Look, I just stopped by to tell you something I discovered.
Before you get into that, let me tell you about one of my problems. Anna, do you mind?
Good night, Dr. Fleece.
Good night, dear.
I don't know what to do. I can't keep Anna in the house. I try to make her stay, but she's always sneaking out.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
Of course I'm doing the right thing. Any father in my situation would do the same thing. Someday, when you have children of your own, you'll understand how important it is to keep a daughter in line. I don't intend to let her date any member of the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society.
Is that who she wants to see?
Yes, it's that eccentric Ferenczi. He's been hounding her day and night. He's the last person in the world I ever wanted to see. You know, the man used to be quite sensible. In fact, he was one of my favorite disciples. But recently, he's taken a turn for the worse, and he's pursuing her in the most unconventional manner. I don't understand why a man his age would even want to date my daughter.
He wants to date Anna?
Yes, and for Christ's sake, she's only 16. Just last week, I saw him sneaking out of a window. And a couple of days ago, I saw him dressed as a telephone repairman, sneaking out of the basement.
I can't believe he would do something so outrageous.
Well, he's a sick man.
Who's that over there?
Oh my God, didn't I tell you it's that madman? Get out of here! You're barred from this house!
What's all the noise out here?
What was Santa Ferenczi doing prowling around here again?
Well, I don't know.
Why do you keep encouraging him?
I wasn't encouraging him. I'm trying to read and I can't do it with all this racket.
I'm sorry, my dear. There won't be any further disturbance.
I can't believe that he was crawling through your living room like that.
These men will do anything to get to a girl like that. They're crazies. You're the only one who seems to have his wits about him.
Well, I consider that a compliment.
I have a new patient coming over in a few moments. I've seen her a couple of times. She's a friend of Anna's and a hysteric. Perhaps we can do a joint consultation?
Oh, well, I'll go get my surgical tools.
Oh, that won't be necessary. This is just a preliminary consultation.
Well, then before she gets here, let me tell you about my latest discovery. I'm quite excited about it. It's a two-step procedure to alleviate hysteria.
You don't say. You know, half of Vienna suffers from hysteria. I think I've got a touch of it myself.
Well, lucky for you, I have the cure. I discovered it by accident when performing an operation on a pig. Well, one of those guinea pigs that we bred to manifest the conditions that mimic the hysteric.
My God. This is an exciting development. If this surgery is indeed effective, we can start using it immediately on our patients. What was the procedure? You said it involved 2 steps?
Yes, well, first we give the patient a visual examination, and then we follow up by operating on the nose.
You operate on the nose.
That's right. A simple procedure to the turbinate bone in the nose, and that cures them.
How do you know it cures them?
It cured the pig.
Listen, Wilhelm, I can't become a laughingstock. If I put the name of Sigmund Freud behind this operation of yours, I have to be sure that it works. How can you assure me that this operation won't do more harm than good?
Well, now that it's been a success on an animal, we're planning to do the operation on a human being.
Oh, you mean a test case?
Of course.
Brilliant, brilliant.
I thought you would like the idea.
Yes, it's very scientific.
Precisely.
And that is the proper procedure, you know. do a test surgery on a live human being first so you know it's safe.
Naturally.
Naturally. Who's going to be the first test case?
Well, we intend to do the first procedure on you.
On me.
Yes, of course. You just said you have a touch of hysteria, didn't you?
Well, yes, but this sounds altogether a little too experimental and dangerous. I mean, a nose operation involves a scalpel.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about. Look, as an ear and throat surgeon, I've done scores of these operations.
You have.
Yes, of course. On pigs.
Wait a minute. I have a better idea. This new patient of mine is arriving in a few moments. I can introduce you to her, and perhaps she will agree to undergo the operation instead.
Who is it?
Her name is Emma Eckstein.
I'll go get my tools.
No, she's a beautiful girl. She's like a daughter to me. Do not hurt her. Do you know how bad that would be for psychoanalysis?
I wouldn't dream of hurting her. I'm ready to do this. Just look at my hands. They're steady. They're steady, all right? Just keep her here until I get back.
Anna, I have a new patient arriving in a few moments. Keep them entertained until I get back.
Is your new patient a man?
No, actually a woman. Emma Eckstein.
I'm Eckstein. I went to school with her. Why is she coming for therapy?
That's none of your business, Anna. Just entertain her until I get back, all right?
I'd love to see Emma again. Hi, Emma. It's so nice to see you again.
How are you?
I'm surprised you're here to see my father.
Well, I'm hoping to become a therapist myself, and one of the prerequisites is analysis with your dad. I've only had a couple of sessions with him so far, but he says I have hysteria.
He says all women have hysteria. He's always telling me I have it too.
Your father is a brilliant man.
That may be so, but you have no idea how difficult it is being his daughter.
Stop joking.
I'm serious. It's so difficult because he's always trying to give me some type of therapy. I had my first ink blot test when I was 7.
I know you're kidding.
No, I'm serious. But what are your sessions with him like?
My sessions with him, they're actually kind of fun. In some ways, they're almost like a date. The two of us alone together, we talk about everything under the sun.
It does sound like fun.
Even better than a date in some ways. On a date, men usually talk about themselves and hardly let you get a word in edgewise. But in therapy, there's this rule that says the doctor has to listen to you. So when I have therapy with your father, he lets me go on and on about myself. Sometimes the entire hour. It's glorious.
And probably more fun if the therapist isn't your father. But let me tell you the worst part about being his daughter. Everybody tries to use you to get to him.
Who are you talking about?
Rank, Adler, Young, all the rest of them. Seems like every week there's some new analyst trying to come into the door, pretending to date me. But as soon as they get into the parlor, it's, where's your dad? Introduce me to the gray man. I'm sorry, I can't talk with you. I have to talk to Dr. Freud. And I can't help getting my hopes up with these men, even though I know they're not interested in me. It's a sign I'm desperate. My brother gets me locked up in this house all the time. The only boys I get to meet are members of the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society.
I've heard good things about the society. Maybe you could introduce me to some of these doctors?
There's one in particular who amuses me. My father says he's neurotic, but I plan on going on a date with him just the same. Have you heard of Sandro Frenzy?
My God, Sandro's twice your age.
That doesn't bother me. At least he'll get me out of the house. Sandy thinks he's in love with me, but really he's in love with love.
Oh, speaking of the devil, here he comes now.
How do I look?
Fine. Who's that cute guy with him?
That's Dr. Fleece. He's close with my father. They're like this.
Well, introduce me to Dr. Fleece, would you?
I'd be careful if I were you. From what I hear, Dr. Fleece has some strange ideas. Even stranger than Sandor. You better be careful if my father finds you here.
I'm not afraid of him.
Aren't you gonna introduce me?
Oh, Emma, this is Dr. Wilhelm Fleece. Dr. Fleece is my friend at Maxine.
What brings you into the salon of the celebrated Dr. Freud?
I'm here for analysis.
Why should I be afraid of your father?
Because he has a terrible temper.
I've already felt his cane strike me today, and yet I'm back for more.
You don't look like you need analysis.
Can you tell just from looking at a girl?
Well, what I mean is that well, what I'm trying to say is that you don't look like a patient.
I don't?
Why are you so reckless?
Because I had to see you.
Well, now that you've seen me, better leave before my father gets back.
What I mean is, you don't look like most of the patients that we see in the clinic, or here in the salon for that matter.
Really, what do most of them look like?
Well, most of them are obviously disturbed, or just very strange looking. Dr. Freud is treating a man, for instance, who thinks that he's a wolf, but... No, you look very, very normal.
Listen, there's something I have to tell you.
Tell me quick.
How charming.
I've developed a new form of therapy. It involves kissing and cuddling.
I was hoping I could try it out on you.
Kissing and cuddling therapy? Has anyone ever told you you're out of your mind?
Do you mind telling me what your birthday is?
January 28th. Why, are you curious about my astrological sign?
Oh, no, nothing like that. Using your date of birth, I can calculate a biorhythm chart for you.
I feel like I'm burning up whenever I'm near you. I feel like I'm on fire.
You're the fire, I'm the fuel. We both should jump in a swimming pool.
My mind goes blank when I'm near you. I can't think of a thing to say.
Actions speak louder than words.
If I did what I was thinking, your father would have me prosecuted.
You persist in talking to me this way, I'm gonna have to drag you into the next room and give you what you deserve.
Yes, give me what I deserve. That would be lovely. What would that be? Isn't there some place we can go and be alone together?
What for, so I can get in real trouble with my father?
Now, this chart shows you the ups and downs of your vitality in a 28-day cycle.
It looks like I'm in for some rough days ahead.
Well, maybe Dr. Freud and I could give you a double analysis. I mean, that way you could get better even faster.
Double analysis, that is an interesting concept.
So I would love to examine you. I mean that I would love to assist in examining you, of course. Gosh, I don't think I'm expressing myself correctly here.
When I'm with you, I feel like I'm dreaming.
Well, you better wake up and come to your senses.
Why are you keeping so much distance between us?
Because my father warned me about men like you. If he finds us together, he'll do something we might both regret. Oh,
I wrote a poem for you. Would you like to hear it?
really, I love poetry, especially Shelley and Swinburne. Okay, I can't wait to hear it.
She was a girl I met one summer. I like her more than I like my plumber.
Jeez.
That's it?
Well, it's a haiku.
You know another one coming on the spot?
Oh, sure. Let me think. Okay.
Everything you say is so delightful. You must have been schooled in the art of conversation.
What I learned in medical school is of no help to me in social situations.
When I'm with you, I'm ecstatic. Meet me later in the attic.
Okay, no, you were meant for the madhouse. Okay, listen. My father is hiring a new maid from the elite maid service, protecting from men like you. She's going to start tomorrow night at 8.
I need to see you again. We have to figure out some way to circumvent this maid.
Don't look now, but here comes Daddy. You better leave before he finds you here.
To be continued, my sweet.
This new girl, she's a hysteric.
Why, yes, that goes without saying.
What did you think of the doctor?
I don't know what to say.
What's the matter?
He seemed to be like tongue-tied when he was with me.
Oh, sometimes get flustered when you make a deep impression on them.
Do you think that explains it?
I diagnosed it before we even met, simply based on a photograph.
I'm not surprised. She has that look, doesn't she?
She certainly does.
Wait a minute. Why are you looking at him like that?
Like what?
Don't tell me.
What do you
Don't
mean?
tell me you fall under a spell.
No, not the other kind.
I know what a girl looks like when she's fallen in love, and you are infatuated.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. You have it all. You've written all over you.
Do I?
You know, trembling of the lower lip,
Do I have that?
that almost imperceptible flush underneath the skin.
Do I have that too?
That dizziness when he's in the room, like you've lost your balance because you've had too much to drink. Steady, Emma! You have it, and you've got it
How did
bad.
this happen? I just met him.
You can't help these type of things. That's just how the world works.
Would you like to assist me with this consultation?
I would love to assist you. I mean, she looks like a girl in need of my help.
No, you're wrong, Anna. It can't be true. It can't have happened so fast.
Haven't you ever heard of love at first sight?
I'm immune to that sort of thing. I'm an intelligent girl.
This isn't a matter of intelligence. This is a matter of the heart. These things work quite differently.
Perhaps if you look at Anna is talking with her, we can examine Emma with a friend her age, one of her own kind. Let's see what kind of manifestations it presents.
I see the hysteric flush.
You do, I see that too.
And that telltale trembling of the lower lip.
Very astute observation.
I'd like to talk with her some more. To confirm the diagnosis, of course, if you permit me to make an examination.
Be my guest.
Wait a minute. Oh, where's the way he's looking at you? I think he's been struck by the same arrow Cupid sent your way.
Don't talk nonsense.
I know what a man looks like when he's infatuated, and he has fallen for you.
He just met me.
Look at the way he's eating you up with his eye.
It can't mean anything.
Emma, Dr. Fleece would like a word with you.
He wants to talk with you. I told you he was interested.
Don't leave me alone with him.
It'll be fine. Just get him to talk about himself. See if he feels anything for you.
How?
Just get him to talk about himself and see if he feels anything for you.
Is that easy?
Yes, of course. You can always tell how a man feels by what he says if you listen carefully.
Stay over and don't say anything. I want to let Dr. Fleece make his examination of the girl.
You know there's nothing wrong with her.
You let Dr. Fleece be the judge of that.
You wanted to talk with me, Doctor?
Yes, I want to examine you, Emma.
You do?
Yes, hold still now. Don't move.
A little dizzy.
Here, hold my hand. Steady yourself. Steady.
Do you always look at girls so closely the first time you meet them?
Only the ones that I'm very interested in.
Are you interested in me already?
Oh, yes.
You make me blush.
Your pulse is
I
fast.
can't help it.
I want to tell you something.
You do?
Yes, but I don't want the others to hear, so let me whisper in your ear.
God, you move so fast, I feel like I'm gonna faint.
Can you hear me all right?
No, all I can hear is the pounding in my heart.
Let me get closer.
It's never happened to me before.
What are you talking about?
I'm not too experienced in the ways of love.
Right. Oh, well, are you ready for me to tell you how I really feel?
So soon?
It's time that you hear the truth.
I'm gonna throw up.
Let me put my arm around you so you don't collapse.
I can't get in the air, I can't take a breath.
Look, listen carefully to what I'm about to tell
Trust me, I'm
you.
listening.
These are my true feelings on the matter.
Oh my God, so romantic!
Look, this is important, so listen to what I'm saying.
Trust me, I don't want to miss a word.
Look, this is how I really feel, and now that I've seen you up close, gosh, I'm certain that I'm right about it.
Tell me, oh my God, tell me!
You need to have a nose operation.
Yes! Ah, I'm in heaven! I can't believe you just told me how much you care for... What?
You need to have the turbinate bone in your nose removed.
What are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry, it's a simple procedure. It takes only 15 minutes or so, and we can perform the operation right here in the salon.
Operation?
I'll go get my tools.
Has he agreed to proceed?
What procedure?
Dr. Fleece has developed a revolutionary new technique for the treatment of the hysteric. He's going to operate on Emma.
Operate?
Oh, don't worry, it's a simple procedure.
She doesn't want it.
No, I don't.
Anna, let her speak for herself. What are you talking about?
She's not interested in surgery. Are you, dear? No, she's not.
Anna, let her speak for herself, all right?
Okay, I thought...
We were under the impression that this was an entirely different type of thing.
What are you talking about?
We thought this was a social get-together.
I did enjoy meeting you, Emma, but it seemed only right to try to kill two birds with one stone and combine work with pleasure. Look, I'm sure I can cure your hysteria with this new operation.
She needs time to recover from the shock that you've given her.
Come, Wilhelm. Let's leave them. Maybe after some time and some deliberation and a little bit of space, they'll finally come to their senses.
Very well, I'll bring my tools to the car.
Talk to your friend. Make her see the sense of this.
Oh, I'll talk to her all right.
Good. See what you do.
I thought
What?
I thought he was on the verge of confessing his feelings for me.
Well, he was standing very close to you.
He was holding my...
I saw him put his arm around you.
Yes, and he whispered in my ear.
Well, didn't he say anything sweet?
Anything sweet?
Little dear me, sweet nothings like, oh, honey, you're so nice, or it's so good to be with you.
No, the only thing he said was, you need a nose operation.
You know, my father's the same way. It's because they're doctors. They find it hard to express themselves unless they're using technical jargon, but I'm sure he likes you.
But he says he wants to operate. I refuse to have an operation that's out of the question.
But you deserve to know how he feels.
Well, how will I ever find out if all he talks about is his nose operation? He did seem interested at first. Then he went on about the surgical procedure.
Well, I'll call you in the morning when I put my mind on the problem.
Thanks, honey.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes, I'm calmed down now.
Okay, I'll call you in the morning when I have a plan.
Hi, Anna, and thank you. Really.
Yes, hello. Elite maid service. Yes, this is Sigmund Freud. About that maid that I've ordered for tonight. There's been a change of plan. Yes, a member of the family has unexpectedly stepped forward and offered to fill the position. That's right. I'm canceling my order, and there is no need to send the maid. Thank you.
I wonder if Sandor really likes me, or is he just using me as a ticket to get to my father in a psychoanalytic room?
Anna!
He's such a hard person to figure out.
Anna, who are you talking
I think he
to?
does like me, though.
Anna!
He likes me.
Who are you talking to?
No No one?
Would you please keep quiet? I'm trying to work on my Wolfman monograph.
I'm just talking to myself.
Just keep it down, will you? Where's this new maid I hired? Maid! Maid!
I can't come in right now.
What do you mean you can't come in? It's about time for your appointment.
Oh, I'm fixing my hair.
Well, fix it in here, damn it!
I'm tying my shoe.
Well, tie it in here. We have plenty of comfortable chairs in the salon where you can tie the shoe in the salon.
No. I'm finishing the last chapter of a good book.
Oh, to hell with your book! I have much more intellectually stimulating books in the salon that you can read while you are working.
I'm taking an aspirin for a headache. I just need to take this pill.
Oh, to hell with your pills! Get in here now! I hired you, you damn hussy!
Yes, sir.
Well, it's about time. I want you to see to it that my daughter keeps quiet at night. I'm working on a major new monograph, and I cannot be disturbed by any noise whatsoever.
Yes, sir. I'll see to it.
And see to it as well that she is placed neatly into her nightdress.
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to do it. Thrilled, actually. But to write into a nightdress.
And if she ever gets out of line or expresses any interest in men, you have my explicit permission to apply corporal punishment.
Corporal punishment?
Yes, corporal punishment. You know how to spank a girl, don't you?
You want me to spank the girl?
Why, certainly if she gets out of line, and especially if she expresses any interest in men.
I'd be delighted to spank her, sir.
You would you?
Yes, I mean, anything to please you, of course.
Right.
You always have such delightful music on in your home, by the way.
Get to it! Don't stand
Who are you?
I'm your new maid.
You're a funny looking maid.
I'm here to serve you, little one. So if my looks amuse you, then I'm doing my job.
Are you really here to serve me?
Yes, that's what your father hired me for.
Well, then talk to me. I have no one to talk to in this house. My father works all night and my pet is dumb, so we can't talk back.
I'll talk to you, but we have to keep our voices down. Your father is working on a very important monograph.
Him and his monographs! Do you think Sandor really likes me?
Sandor Ferenzi?
Yes, do you know him?
Oh, yes, I know him very well indeed.
You do?
Yes. You could say I know him like I know myself, so to speak.
You're not his lover, are you?
No, not like that, honey. Heavens, no.
Well, do you think he likes me?
Yes, I think he does.
Well, I don't mean just because I'm Anna Freud, Sigmund Freud's daughter. I mean, does he like me for myself?
Oh, yes, I think he does, miss.
Oh, I like him so much. Yeah, if he was here right now, I'd give him a kiss.
Oh, I'm trying to give you one right back.
I wonder what he's really
I
like.
can't tell you what it's like. He tells me all his thoughts.
He does?
Yes, we're like twins.
Well, what does he think of me?
The first time that he saw you, when you sat in your father's psychoanalytic meeting, oh, he fell in love with you. He felt his heart go boom, boom, boom when you sat down next to him, and it filled him with infatuation. Ever since then, all he's been able to do is dream about you, day and night.
Oh my god, I feel the same way about him.
Then tell him.
I can't. My father keeps me locked up in this house all the time, and he'd kill me if he knew I liked Sandor.
Well, you can tell him right now.
Oh, how come not?
No, he's here,
Where?
right here, in this room with you.
Where?
Right in front of you.
Where? I don't see him.
Here, Anna, right here. It's me. It's really me. Sandor Ferenzi. I disguised myself as a maid and got hired by your father just so I could be close to you. Oh, Anna, I'm crazy about you.
You're crazy as all.
Anna.
Oh, wait.
I for this moment to tell you how I feel.
Oh my god, keep away. I don't want to get in trouble with my
Slow
dad.
down so I can be close to you.
No, stop. I don't want to get in trouble.
I thought you liked me.
I do.
So slow down.
I liked you the first moment I saw you. You're the first guy who likes me for myself, and not just to impress my father.
If I wanted to impress your father, do you think I'd be dressed like this?
Yeah, you do look kind of silly.
What are you doing Friday night?
Nothing?
Come to dinner with me. We'll go to Anthony's, pick you up at 8 o'clock.
No, I better meet you there. My father says I can't go out with any members of the society.
Why not?
Well, he says repeat it.
Tell me what he said.
Oh, he says they're all sick men. Each in their own right. Reich is obsessed with sex. Jones is a narcissist. Adler has an inferiority complex.
What about me?
No, he never mentioned you.
Well, I suppose I should take that as a compliment.
Anna, what is all this racket going on? Anna! I thought I told you to get her ready for bed!
What's going on, Daddy?
What's going on here?
Nothing, Daddy, nothing.
Who are you?
I'm Sandy, your new maid, sir.
Oh, I recognize you! Sandal! What is the meaning of all this?
It's a young thing, you're tearing me apart. Well, it appears you have found me out, sir. I was doing a monograph on bisexuality and hysteria. This is just research.
Hogwash, I know why you're here. You thought you could slip past me and get to my daughter, didn't you? What did I tell you about associating with members of the society?
I didn't know it was him.
Anna, he's barred from this house. Get out of here! You are barred from this house!
I was just doing research. It was an innocent research project.
What are you doing associating with this man? His libido is a menace to society!
I told you, I didn't know it was him. He said he was here on a monograph for bisexuality.
Well, if he ever tries to talk to you again, I want you to run the other way and tell me straight up. I told you about this man, did I not? He needs to be institutionalized. He needs therapy.
No, he doesn't. He's perfectly normal.
That's the nature of the mentally ill. People look perfectly normal on the outside, but are twisted and crippled on the inside. Don't ever let me catch you with them again. You understand me?
Yes, Papa.
I'm worried about Dr. Freud. Have you noticed a recent change in his behavior?
What are you talking about?
Well, he's become very controlling towards his daughter Anna. He's forced her to stay in the house to prevent her from meeting any members of the other sex.
That is rather extreme, but I wouldn't worry about it. Anna's a teenager, and she's just expressing her natural interest in boys. Eventually, Dr. Freud will have to realize that he can't control her.
And I wonder if you're right.
Do you realize that he told her not to read my books?
Well, you have to admit your work is rather extreme.
I don't admit anything of the kind. I write about natural human impulses. By the way, my new book was just published, and I'm going over to my agent's office to pick up some copies. You want to come with me? And I can give you a copy to read.
Sure. What's the title?
I'll let that be a surprise. Come on.
Great.
What are you reading?
Nothing?
Nothing? Hand it over. Oh! The sexual life of savages?
Well, I'd like to read some of Rex works too.
No, this is absolute smut! Books like these will corrupt your
I'm
mind!
a therapist and I know what they're going to say.
I'll give you a summary of Wright's so-called works when you are older. But speaking of books, I'm working on a major new manuscript, and perhaps I can include a chapter about you and your hysteria in it.
I don't think I have hysteria.
Certainly you do. All women do.
Mom didn't.
Don't mention her. Ever since I lost her, I've been miserable.
Oh, maybe you should go on another date. It's been 4 years.
No, I don't have any time for other women. I'm working on a major new monograph. This one is about a man who thinks he's a wolf. I call it the Wolfman Complex.
Oh, he sounds interesting. I'd like to meet him.
No. You're not allowed to associate with any of my patients. They're all very sick people, do you understand? All you have is a slight case of hysteria. And I have developed a new experimental form of therapy to explore it. I want you to participate. Please sit down.
Isn't it unethical to analyze your own daughter?
Where did you get that quaint notion?
All the theoretical literature says it is counterproductive to give someone in your immediate family psychoanalytic treatment.
Yes, all the theoretical literature. And who wrote most of that literature?
Respected psychiatrists.
Yes, respected psychiatrist. Most of it was written by me, and I can take exception to it whenever I wish. Now please, sit down.
Do I have to?
Yes. It's a new form of therapy. So, my dear, this is a fairly simple one. I call it free association. I'm going to say a word, and you're going to say the first word that pops into your mind, alright? Hawk.
Cold.
Night.
Night watchman.
Night watchman.
Yes, Papa, that's the first thing that popped into my head.
Right, let's keep going. Milk.
Milkman.
Door.
Doorman.
Fire.
Fireman.
Seems that we have a recurring theme going here, young lady. Everything is man, 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 men, men, men! Why are you so obsessed with men all of a sudden?
And I don't know.
Keep these men out of your mind.
No, I can't.
You're not allowed to associate with any members of the society. Do you understand?
But I like them. I think some of them are nice.
Oh, no, no, no. They're all so much older than you. It's completely inappropriate. No, I don't want you to ever see them again. Not a word. Now, please, it's time for the Wolfman. My notes.
What happened last night? I heard there was some big blow up here.
Gosh, news travels fast in this town. Sandy came into my bedroom disguised as a maid. I had no clue it was him until he told me who he was.
Are you serious?
He said he loves me and he won't let anything stop him from seeing me. But then my father discovered him and kicked him out.
Still, you're lucky. I wish I had someone as crazy about me as Dr. Frenzy is about you.
I think Dr. Fleece is crazy about you. And I figured out how we can find out. I got the idea when I thought about what Sandy did last night. What we have to do is disguise you as a man.
What?
If you dress up as a man, you'll be amazed at how much Dr. Fleece will open up to you.
I can't do something like that.
Oh, yes, you can. Listen, I live here, right? The society meets every Wednesday in my living room. They talk about their love lives. My father tells them more than he tells his own family. Disguise yourself as one of these men, and you'll be amazed at how much Dr. Fleece will open up to you.
You'll see right through me. I don't know how to talk like a doctor.
Oh, it's easy. Whatever he says, just agree with it. If you use technical jargon, just say you agree 100% with it.
I don't know.
Well, my father's going to have an appointment tomorrow, so you have a chance to talk with Dr. alone.
Okay, who should I say I am?
Okay, call yourself Dr. Watcher.
Dr. Watcher? Isn't that a little obvious? Because I'm watching him to find out what he really thinks about me?
No, we'll never make the connection. We can use my brother's clothes. Come
I'm
on.
really nervous about this.
Don't worry, I'll make sure you look convincing.
This is nice. No, this is good. I look wonderful.
Well, bonjour, girls.
Are you one of my father's new patients?
Well, actually, I've come for my analytical training, and you must be Anna Freud.
Yes, and this is my friend Eckstein.
My name is Marie Bonaparte.
Not Princess Marie Bonaparte.
How remarkable that you know me.
My father's talking about you. You're part of the French royal family.
Oh, technically, this is correct, but you can just call me Marie.
This is pretty exciting. Meeting one of the French royalty.
Girls, please don't make a fuss. It'll just make me self-conscious.
Sure, but tell us what Paris is really like.
Haven't you been there?
No, we haven't.
But we heard the dress the latest fashion.
Well, of course, this is so. Are you girls interested in fashion too?
Yes, and we'd like to know what they're wearing in Paris.
I have a surprise for you then. I brought some Parisian dresses with me as gifts.
Are you serious?
Yes, you'll love them. But tell me, has your father admitted any women to the Psychoanalytic Society?
Oh, no, so far it's just men.
Then you know what we'll do. We'll wear our dresses to the next meeting to show our solidarity.
Oh, this should be fun.
Oh, here comes your father now.
Okay, will you show Marie to the living room? I'll call you when he's ready.
Right this way, please.
Oh, it was a pleasure to meet you.
And you as well.
Oh, thank you.
I'm expecting a new patient at any moment.
She's already here. She's in the waiting room.
Oh, she is.
Yes, and she is a beautiful girl, Daddy. She has legs up to her neck and a very tiny waist and big boobs, like the perfect body, the most perfectest body that I've ever seen. I want to look like her, but I'm also really attracted to her, and it's also really confusing for me right now. And I just hope you can keep your mind on her problems.
It's not my mind that I'm worried about.
Oh, shall I send her in?
Yes, but give me a few moments. I have to do something first. The unconscious is nothing more than a product of my brain and central nervous system. I know I can conjure it if I put my will to it. Appear to me, you demon of the subconscious mind! Appear! I command you! I demand is no spirit of the netherworld. Pleasure is mine.
What's a perfectly remarkable set to strip me of my conscious inhibitions and expose my mind and all its intricate little inner workings. Could you really do this, Doctor?
For a young lady, you seem to know quite a bit about therapeutic technique.
Well, I'm an absolute novice. I'm depending on you to lead me to a resolution of my problems.
Why don't you take the couch?
How's this? Or is this better? What do you prefer?
Let's try to focus on your problems.
What do you think of my problems?
Why don't you tell me about them?
Can I be quite explicit?
Well, yes, of course. You can tell me anything.
Even something very intimate.
Yes,
Can't you guess what it is just from looking at me?
Well, my dear, analysis is not supposed to be a guessing game.
But I'm ashamed to admit it. Can't you see it in my eyes?
No,
Well, get closer. Now do you see it?
no.
Well, get closer to me.
Ah! I think I know what it is. Yes. Yes, you have the fire.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you're consumed by this unbridled lust, this uncontrollable desire. It's nymphomania, isn't it?
Nymphomania.
Yes, you're young and attractive. You sleep indiscriminately with all sorts of men,
Oh.
and you would like to sleep with, perhaps, say, even your doctor.
Madness. You've got it all wrong. My problem isn't that I'm excitable. It's in fact quite the opposite. I'm emotionless. I can't feel a thing for a man. I may look eager on the outside.
You have that right.
How but I can't feel anything close to passion?
Of course.
What is this? Of course.
You, young lady, are a hysteric.
So now you know why I came to you. I have heard that you are good. Well, that you're very good. And that you have helped people who know the doctor can help.
Well, I have had some professional success in the past, yes.
So I want you to restore the house of Bonaparte?
Restore the House of Bonaparte.
Well, I want you to bring back my capacity to love. To make me feel passion when I am with a man. I want you to act as my surrogate by teaching me step by step everything that the woman needs to know.
We don't do that sort of thing.
But you must, for the sake of France.
For the sake of France.
The resources of the French Treasury will be made available to you to promote the important work you're doing here and establish the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society as a worldwide institution.
You are a very intelligent and eloquent young lady.
That is my problem. It is all in the head and nothing in the body. I need you to bring me back to my senses, to wake me up, to make me feel passion. Right now, right here on this couch.
I don't think that would be ethical.
I feel an icy chill in the sudden.
Who are you?
Excuse me?
Who are you?
I'm your unconscious.
Excuse me.
You're the only one who can see me. Now you startle her. If you talk to me, she'll think you're crazy.
Can it be? Can the spell have worked after all?
What spell? What's it?
I don't come when I'm summoned. I appear of my own volition. But I most decidedly am what you refer to as your unconscious.
Unbelievable, and yet the thing stands before me as if it were flesh and blood.
What are you saying?
Done it. I've manifested it at last.
Nonsense. You manifested nothing. I told you. I'm here by choice.
Nonsense. I conjured you, and I can make you vanish all the same. Now get out!
You want me to go?
No, not you, Marie. Please. Stay.
See? You already upset her. I told you to ignore me. She can't see me. I'm part of you, Dr. Freud. I'm your unconscious mind, and only you can see or hear me.
I'm so sorry, Marie. I just got a little bit distracted. Why don't you tell me it is whatever it is you were telling me?
All right, well, as I was saying, I have complete inability to feel anything when I'm with a man.
No, get out of here!
Okay, then.
No, Marie, not you, please stay. You! Get out of here! I'm so sorry, Marie. It seems that I seem to be wrestling with an unexplainable force, a force of the unconscious.
Oh, I feel the force of your unconscious.
Get your hands off of her, you degenerate!
Crazy about you. Oh, get back here, get back here. I need you.
No!
Go. Oh, I wish so much this was gone.
Anything falls over!
I'm just doing what you want to do.
No! I don't want to paw her! She's like, for Christ's sake!
How little you know yourself, Dr. Freud. You've been lusting after Marie ever since you set eyes on her.
Get out of here! I'll destroy you!
Oh, I'm hallucinating.
I'm actually going crazy.
What are you doing? Doctor,
I make you a cognition.
you're scaring me.
If you try to destroy me, be careful that you don't in the process destroy what's best in yourself.
Maybe to quote myself then.
Okay.
The mind is a cesspool from which we emerge as civilized men, only after a titanic struggle for self-control!
If you resist me, you will always lose.
Why? Why do you persist in hounding me? Why can't you just help me instead?
I don't have time to help you. I've got problems of my own.
You?
It's not easy being your unconscious. Every time that woman comes by, I lose my concentration.
What are you looking? What is?
With
Oh.
every fiber of my being, I am willing you to depart. Be gone! Be gone! Be gone!
Oh, doctor, I'm on the verge of a nervous breakdown. What in God's name is going on here?
I seem to have connected with the dark force, an evil force, a force I call the unconscious.
Whew. I've been through hell. I'm exhausted.
Oh no, Marie, please have a seat. Take some deep breaths. I think the fact that it appeared to me is proof of my theories at last. I can finally write a book about this.
Well, I feel like I must confess something to you, and maybe the fact I've kept it to myself is making me sick. I want to become a therapist too. Do you think I have it in me?
Let's talk about it at your next session. I think you've got quite enough for today.
Who is this the unconscious?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were the patient.
Oh, no, Wilhelm, please, allow me to introduce you to someone. Marie, this is Dr. Wilhelm, please.
Oh,
Doctor, please, this is Princess Marie Bonaparte.
well, I've heard so many good things about you. Yes,
She just had her first session. I'll tell you all about it in a moment.
but will I see you at the meeting tonight?
Yes, of course.
Oh, good night, doctor. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure was all mine, my dear. Wow, she is a beautiful girl.
Something disturbing happened to me tonight. During her session, a figure appeared to me, but the girl couldn't see or hear it.
A figure?
Yes, this figure, whatever it was, claimed to be my unconscious, but it was as perceptible to me as you are now. It was flesh and blood. It was alive.
How can that be?
I don't know. I must have contacted something primal, something deep within me, a force of my inner life.
And the girl, she saw nothing.
Yes, and not only that, it tried to molest her.
To molest her?
Yes, I chased it. I tried to stop it. Eventually, it vanished. But what scares me the most is this thing. I believe is inside of me. Like it's in my head. You see.
Well, I understand you correctly, then. This is a scientific breakthrough of the first magnitude. It's got to be studied, written up, discussed at the meeting, if you don't mind bringing it up to the others, of course.
Yes. This is vindication of my theory of the unconscious at last. Proof at last.
Yes, I want to hear more about it.
Not right now. I have to tell Anna about this. But in the meantime, here's a new copy of my Wolfman complex. You'll enjoy it.
Yes, well, good luck finding Anna.
Are you sure we're going to be safe here?
What's the matter with you?
I have the hiccups. It always happens to me when I'm nervous. Are you sure we're going to be safe here?
Well, I don't know. This is one of my father's favorite restaurants.
One of his favorite restaurants. Why didn't you tell me?
Oh, he usually comes around this time, so we should be okay.
And I love you so much.
I know how you feel, but if my father finds me here with you, I'll be in big trouble.
You'll be in trouble. What about me?
Oh, if he finds you here with me, he'll probably kill you.
Well, let's hope he doesn't find us then.
One time he found my sister married with a man he didn't approve of, and he attacked him with a machete.
The great Dr. Freud went after a man with a machete.
Yes, and he almost killed him.
That's funny. Wait, what am I laughing about? That could be me.
Then why did you suggest a meeting here?
Because I can't just date you like a normal person. None of the therapists are permitted to go out with you. And I can't sneak into the house anymore either. Your father has taken to inspecting all of the maids by having them strip search before he hires them. This is the only way that I can get to see you. And I love seeing you.
That's sweet, but if my father finds you here with me, he'll kill you.
What am I going to do? I am pining away for you. I think about you day and night. I love your eyes. I love your hair. I love your sweet little voice. You're so nice. I just want to cuddle with you and love you like a little pet.
No one's ever said things like that to me before.
Kiss me, Anna.
Oh, right here in public like this? Oh, I don't think we should. What if my father walks by and sees us?
I'm so crazy about you. I love your perfume.
My father calls it teen perfume, and he says I used to attract boys and degenerates.
Well, he's got a wonderful way of expressing himself.
Oh, well, maybe I can get his permission for us to go out together.
Are you kidding? That's a lost cause. Don't you know how he starts the meetings before you arrive?
No, how?
Your father gets up there every Wednesday night and starts the meetings like this. Now, I don't want anyone to even think about dating my daughter, and that includes you, Ranklin. Well, I'm a married man. Your father says it's never stopped you before. I don't want anyone to even think about dating Anna. First of all, she's too young. Secondly, she's too immature. She's not ready for a romantic relationship. Her ego is too fragile. She'd be traumatized. Something like that.
It's horrible. He's the worst father in the world. He's ruining all my chances of meeting a nice boy.
It breaks my heart to hear him talk about you like that because I love you so much. But that's just what he says. He says, if anyone even talks to my daughter, I will personally see to it that your career is ruined. I'll kill you with my own hands. I have a machete in the house and I'm not afraid to use it. Leave my daughter alone.
It's horrible.
Yes, now do you see why it's so hard for me to even imagine myself going out with you? I've been racking my brain, trying to figure out a way to get close to you and tell you that you are the sweetest, most innocent girl I've ever met. And I love you, Emma. I'm so glad we're in a secluded part of the restaurant where there are no other people around.
But my father says if he finds you here with me again, he'll disown me.
I can't believe he'd do something as drastic as all that. Your father loves you. He just doesn't understand how good we are together.
I wish he liked you more.
He might like me if I were a more successful therapist.
Well, it would be great if you were. Then he might respect you.
Let me try my new therapy with you.
Okay, Emma told me how much fun therapy can be.
I'm so absolutely infatuated with you, I cannot begin to tell you how I feel.
I like when you tell me.
The most important thing in life is a relationship.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, whenever I see you, I get pins and needles through my nerves. Your hair is intoxicating. Your eyes are like magnets. I'm so attracted to you, I feel like I'm going to die.
Oh, Emma was right. Therapy is fun.
Oh, Anna, your father isn't against us. It's his unconscious that's our enemy. If only there was some way to neutralize his unconscious.
What are you talking about?
Just an idea I've been having recently. Then we might be able to see each other more often.
Oh, I'd like that. I'd like to get as much therapy with you as possible.
I'm burning up for you. Honey, did you hear about my new therapeutic technique?
No, how does it work?
Like this.
Like this?
And like this.
This is therapy?
Yes. Do you like
Are you
it?
serious?
Yeah, I swear, it's my new therapeutic technique. How do you like it?
I love it.
Well, there's more to the technique.
There is?
Yeah, are you ready for the next therapeutic level?
Oh, I don't know.
I think you're ready for it.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Close your eyes.
Okay, my heart's racing.
That's a natural reaction.
Now what do I do?
Pucker up. As if you were going to be kissed.
Cindy, I can hardly breathe.
Hold it. Just like that. Yes, it's my new therapeutic technique.
I can just find out if we're using this therapy on any other girl.
Oh, don't worry about that. It's an exclusive.
Oh, I need more therapy.
Here it is.
Oh, look at that. Good God, you can't let that continue.
No, I cannot.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Kill him.
Yes,
Kill him now.
I will.
No, son, that's your unconscious speaking. You don't really want to kill me.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
No, I wasn't doing anything wrong.
He deserved to die for this.
You deserve to die.
No, I was just practicing a new therapy technique that was psychology at work.
I will show you psychology.
Daddy, don't kill him! Daddy, don't sit on the empty
Kill him now.
I told you to keep away from this man.
Ooh.
Didn't I tell you to keep away from him? Will Look at him! He's a sicko! He's a neurotic! He's a sadomasochist! He's a pervert! He needs to be institutionalized! He needs therapy!
That's it, he loves me.
If I ever catch you with this man again, I swear to God I will kill him!
Kill him now!
Yes, I will!
Don't let him get away!
Get back here, you rascal!
Don't you know what you're doing is wrong? Why didn't you just leave us alone?
You can't reason with me.
Who are you? Why are you so determined to ruin my life?
I'm your father's unconscious. And someday,
Ew, save me.
my plan is working to perfection now. And I'm becoming stronger every day. I have control over the mind of Freud. And I have made him abandon reason. Sandro has also clearly lost his mind. He's consumed with infatuation. The only problem is that sometimes other people have been able to see me. If I can keep up my artful design and work behind the scenes undiscovered just a little longer, I'm sure I can destroy the man who wants to expose me to the world with his books and lectures. And when he's gone, I will remain supreme over the spawn of man and all its ilk. I will turn my attention now to ruining psychoanalysis for good. By making Emma, that poor innocent girl, agree to have that operation, which will, by virtue of its complete uselessness, prove to be the undoing of Dr. Freud's wretched psychoanalysis.
How do you do?
Good evening. Pardon me, but you look familiar. Have we met before?
No, I'm sure you're mistaken. I am Dr. Watchard. I'm hoping you become a new member of the society.
Oh, well, pleased to meet you. I'm Wilhelm Fleece. But I can almost swear that I've seen you.
No, got the passport, just got to town.
Well, what's your specialty, if you don't mind my asking?
My specialty, the usual.
General psychoanalysis and the treatment of the hysteric?
Guess that's it, you named it.
Yes. Well, maybe you've heard something about my new surgical approach to hysteria.
Well, I certainly am a big fan of your work.
Oh, thank you.
And of Dr. Freud as well, of course.
Well, the great man has just made another breakthrough discovery in his analysis of the unconscious. But so far, his discovery is a big secret, so...
Well, speaking of secrets, I'm actually working on a new book about secrets. Yes, it's about secret romances.
I'm sure there's a lot of that going around.
Would you mind if I interviewed you for the book?
I'd be delighted to help. Ask me anything you like.
Married, are you?
Me? No. No. I'm a bachelor.
Have you by any chance met any interesting young women recently?
Let me see. No, I haven't, no.
But I heard that a young woman named Emma Eckstein, who was to be your patient.
Well, you're right about that. I did meet Emma yesterday.
But she made such little impression on you that you've forgotten all about her. Oh.
Well, confound you, no. Just the opposite, in fact. Look, this is embarrassing, but Emma made such a favorable impression on me that I didn't want to mention it for fear that I'd given away that I've fallen in love with her. Yes, but we're not supposed to have relationships with the people that we're treating, but I'm sure that you'll find out before long that many of the members inside Freud's inner circle are having an affair with the young women that they're treating.
Well, this is precisely what my book is about, so you're talking to the right man.
Oh. Then let me tell you that Emma is the most beautiful girl that I've ever seen. I can't get her out of my mind. I couldn't sleep last night, just tossing and turning, just thinking about her. Gosh, you don't know how a girl like that makes me feel. We were standing just this close to each other. I could smell her perfume. I looked into her eyes and I thought that I was going to faint from just the pure pleasure of being in her presence. Oh God, I must have made an utter fool of myself in her eyes. I was tripping over myself just trying to have a coherent conversation with the girl.
No, you didn't
I
think.
just-
I mean, I'm sure she didn't think anything negative about you. If you really like her, why don't you tell her how you feel?
Well, the problem is I've focused my whole life on science and I have no skill in conversation.
You're doing a pretty good job of talking with me.
Well, that's because you're a man. Oh, no, but with women, I'm at a total loss. I don't know how to talk with this girl and just tell her how I feel.
Well, why don't I help you with that? Well, why don't I pretend to be Emma and you could practice speaking with her by talking with me?
I suppose we could give it a try, but I can't imagine that you'll be able to convince me that you're her.
Just a moment, please. Grab a book, make yourself over.
Hello, Dr. Fleece. It's me, Emma Eckstein.
Oh, good heavens. No, you're not convincing me that you're her. You just don't have the right look.
Oh, come on. What would you say to her if you knew she returned to her female?
I suppose that I would say that I'm crazy about you.
Oh, don't be a numbskull. Okay, Emma could never fall for you. She's a sensitive young girl, and people like that get frightened when you talk about operating on their nose. I mean, don't you realize the construct of having to undergo general anesthesia and having a surgeon, I mean, sawing away her nose is enough to turn her off from even the most romantic man in the world. It's just, I can't even comprehend that.
Hello, Emma.
No, this isn't Emma. This is Dr. Watcher.
What are you talking about?
Excuse me, I have to be going.
So, has Emma agreed to the operation?
No, I haven't had a chance to talk with her yet.
Well, what's he waiting for? You know how important this is for psychoanalysis. Help me get the apparatus ready for the meeting. Dr. Reich!
What is it?
It's a product of a breakthrough experiment. A product of a lifetime of work.
It is a good color for you. I think we could maybe make this like give you a nice glass or fancy.
It's not for me.
Good evening, Marie. So, now that I've discovered the unconscious, I have finally invented an experiment that will actually allow us to see into the unconscious mind of the patient.
But that is impossible. If anyone could see into my mind, I would be scandalized.
As a new therapist in training, you'll learn a great deal by assisting with me tonight. So, the patient will be sitting in the chair, and she will be expressing her thoughts, whatever comes to her mind, and you are to act it out behind the screen. This will allow me to see exactly what's going on inside the mind of the unconscious. My first patient will be Anna. She keeps getting entangled with members of the society.
Well, I mean no disrespect, Doctor, but isn't a girl's attraction to an older man simply part of the normal transference?
What do you know about transference?
I know that a girl can transfer her love from her father into another man.
No. My work doesn't apply to my own family, and least of all my daughter. She's not allowed to have any transference or any feelings for any man whatsoever.
But what if her unconscious thoughts involve a man? What will we do?
It would be good to have a man here so I could see exactly what she's thinking when she's imagining scenarios with these psychopaths.
What about Sandor Forenzi? He's expected any minute for the meeting.
No, anyone but him. He's not to associate with her whatsoever.
But we could use him in the test. And you could tell her all the things that are wrong with him.
He's absolutely unfit for her. He's a certified sociopath. Absolutely not.
But then you could really teach her. Wouldn't you like to do this, Doctor?
By God, I would do anything to teach her a lesson like that.
Hello, Doctor.
Good evening, Dr. Ferenzi. I can feel my blood pressure spiking just by being in the same room as you.
Calm yourself.
Take him behind the screens and instruct him on the procedure. I'll bring Anna in. Anna!
Dr. Ferenzi, do you mind? But before we start, I would like like to know more about this this kissing and this cuddling therapy that you have.
Yes, Your Majesty. How remarkable that you've heard about my new therapeutic technique.
Well, I make sure to keep abreast of all the latest development.
Anna, where are you?
You can take me on as a patient, no?
Oh.
I can try this kissing and cuddling.
Maybe after the meeting, my dear. Meet me outside later, and I'll tell you more about it.
Anna!
Hi, Sandy.
You're not to talk to him. He's here to assist with the experiment. Now please sit down. So Anna, this is a new experimental form of therapy. I want you to cooperate, all right?
I don't want it. I don't need it.
Of course you do. And as your father, I insist that you submit to it. Now, my dear, trust me. This new experiment is something I like to call projection. So, you are going to express whatever is going on in your mind, and Marie and this degenerate are going to act it out behind the screen.
I don't want to do it.
What are you doing?
Getting another form of therapy.
Now, I want you to be able to express anything that's on your mind, even if it involves repressed thoughts. So, let us begin. Feel free to say anything that's on your mind.
Nothing.
Oh, come on, you can try better than that.
All I see is myself.
Okay, you see yourself, that's a start. And what are you doing?
Well, I'm bending down, and someone's behind me. A man. He's
A man?
behind me, yes. One hand is raised. And he's spanking me. Ow! And I'm saying things to him. I'm saying, I'm not a bad girl. Oh, really? I'm not. And I like it. I like being spanked.
All right, stop this right now. No. This is a disaster. This experiment went south so fast. Look, he's a sadist and she's a masochist. That's all that proves. You're not to associate with this man whatsoever.
I told you I didn't want to do it.
If you ever are caught with him again, I swear to God, I will disown you. Do you understand?
Yes, Papa.
I like you. Okay. Well, I decided to go ahead with the operation.
What made you change your mind?
Well, I found out what he really thinks, and he loves me.
Do you know that for a fact?
Well, he didn't know he was talking with me. He thought it was Dr. Watcher, so he must have been telling the truth.
Listen, Emma. Sandy's assisting with the surgery. It's true that he's a physician, but he's an army doctor. He doesn't know the first thing about operation.
I don't think I'm risking my life, do you? I mean, do people die from these operations?
I don't think my father would let you get a surgery that was life-threatening, but if you change your mind, let me know. I'll get you out of it.
Thanks, Anna. Just hope I'm making the right decision.
Listen, Wilhelm, I heard that the Nazis burned your latest monograph, The Mass Psychology of Fascism, in that series of book burnings outside the University of Berlin last night.
Oh, yes, they did burn my books. And that's why I'll be moving to America later this year, where they don't do that sort of thing.
Well, you might want to try to tone down your approach, though, Wilhelm. Even Freud is getting criticized for his focus on sex, but your latest work is even more extreme than his.
I'm not toning down anything. I have recently discovered the origin of life.
Oh.
Look! Look! You can look through the microscope, and you can see the microscopic building blocks of all living matter, which I call bions.
Haven't you heard of Brownian motion?
It's not Brownian motion. It's living matter, and the same sexual forces are at work in the heavens. What? My book on cosmic superimposition explains observations that have baffled astronomers for ages. The spiral galaxies are engaged in the same kind of behavior that we find in sexual intercourse.
Good God, you better not let Dr. Freud hear you talking like that.
I don't care what he hears. In fact, I'll be talking about some of my observations at the meeting.
Oh, where's my father?
He's turning on the walkway lights.
Did he sign this for me?
Oh, you got a copy of my new book.
The function of the orgasm. Your father's gonna kill you.
That's why I bought it.
Looks like we're early for the meeting.
Yes, this should be an interesting one, but look, you better not let Dr. Freud see you flirting with his daughter.
Your father was upset.
Well, he's always upset about something.
I call this meeting to order. Now, we welcome Emma Eckstein. After her new surgery, she will become an official member of the Vienna Psychoanalytic Society.
I'm so glad you decided to go ahead with the procedure.
I hope I'm not making a mistake.
Oh, don't worry about a thing.
I'll be there to help. I'm getting my start in the field of surgery.
Yes, but don't let that concern you. I'll be doing the operation. I'll make sure nothing goes wrong.
So, we shall begin by letting each member discuss the topic. I myself can go into the theory of the unconscious, but I would like to let someone else go first. Who would like to go?
Let me see. Oh, you look wonderful. You look beautiful. Oh, I love you. Look at you too. Not so bad yourself.
Good evening, Marie. We were just going to begin by letting each member discuss the topic. Would you like to go first?
I can talk about the erotic frustration of the Mountain Woman.
Ooh, I bet you can.
Dr. Ferenzi?
Yes, I would be pleased.
Stop that.
Dr. Ferenzi?
I would be pleased to share the rationale and the therapeutic value of my new kissing and cuddling therapy.
No, I object.
It is good though, I like it.
Dr. Fleece? Perhaps you have something more serious to discuss.
I can discuss our new groundbreaking surgical cure for hysteria.
Yes, a groundbreaking new procedure that is going to cure hysteria once and for all.
I sure hope so.
Dr. Wright, what about you?
I can tell when a girl is sexually active by the way she walks.
Good God! With all due respect, Dr. Wright, this kind of demonstration would make a mockery of this society.
But what if, well, maybe he can tell about me? No? What do you think?
This is disgusting.
Yeah, but she might be on.
How about some music? No, we need music. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Let's move the table.
Yes.
If you mind, move the table.
Whatever she says.
I didn't think you were actually going to
The boys are going to love it.
Very cool. Okay. All right. You needed some of this. There's lots of water. Lots of girls. Gotcha.
Don't whistle. No.
Could you?
Spins. Cute sea spins.
It's wonderful.
Let me practice. Do you remember? Can I go?
Oh.
Yeah. One, two. Sorry. Maybe that's too powerful. Too powerful?
Play with me. Poetry.
Oh, that's so
Well, this was disappointing. I thought we could have an intellectual discussion, but instead these shenanigans continue. The meeting's over.
Yes, it's always one insane thing after the next,
Oh, it's
isn't
a
it?
disgrace. The way he objects to our fun. You know, people aren't so thin-skinned in France.
Right this way, my dear. It's time for your operation now. This is going to be wonderful.
I'm excited. All right, professional.
Very good.
We are
Instill that mindset, Sandor.
Yes.
Now, when she gets back, we'll lay her down. You give her the anesthetic,
Yes.
all right? You tell me when she's ready.
Okay.
I'll be over here monitoring the room.
It's very real, though.
And make sure you do it right.
Of course, yes. And then we make a 2-centimeter incision in the nose.
Can you tell it's 2 centimeters?
You kind of guesstimate. It's about this big or so.
You do seem
Hello, my dear. You're here. Would you like to lie down?
Anna, what are you doing in here? This is supposed to be a sterile environment.
Well, I came to help Emma.
No, we're doing a surgery here. Let's go.
Okay, good for you.
Sandor, if you
I'm going to understand part female blood makes me cautious.
Wonderful, all right. Thank you very much. The anesthetic, if you will, of course, of course. You mustn't forget a step, Senor. Very professional. Is she out?
So,
Well, make sure, please.
she's good.
Wonderful. Now let's begin. Simple 2-centimeter incision in the nose.
Yes.
All?
Oh, I see what you mean. You kind of guesstimated.
Yes, all the way up and across. All right, and the next?
Which one? The next one?
We went through this,
Oh,
Sandor.
yes.
6 times this morning.
Yes.
All right, quickly now, and the final, Sandor. Please, quickly, it's not going well. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. There we are, all done.
That easy, is it?
Piece of cake.
I can get the hang of that in no time.
Do you want to close her up?
Sure, I did this in the army.
Wonderful. I'll be back in an hour to check up on her.
Which one? Give me the cue cards. Oh, right. And fix it so she can't see me. Oh, yes.
Wake up, my dear.
Who is it?
It's me, Wilhelm. How are you?
Terrible. My nose hurts. Something must have gone wrong with the operation.
Oh, no, nothing went wrong with the operation. It went very well, in fact, but I'll get you some morphine.
That's not gonna help.
I have something to tell you.
I'm in no mood for conversation.
I'm completely love-struck when I see you.
You have a strange, intoxicating effect on me.
You have a strange, intoxicating effect on me.
Where's that echo coming from?
I don't hear an echo.
Give her the flower.
Give her the flower.
What?
Give her the flower. Give her the flower.
Oh, just one moment. I brought you a rose.
I don't want a rose. I'm sick. Don't you understand? You're not listening to me.
I'm hanging on your
Louder.
You're not listening to me.
Louder.
You're not listening to me.
I'm hanging on your every word.
I'm hanging on your every word.
There's that echo.
There's no echo.
There's someone back
No,
there?
there's nobody back there. Where are you talking about? There's nobody back there.
Oh, Dr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Look.
You'd better confess. Tell the truth.
No, well, look, I can explain everything.
You didn't explain anything. I could see it plain as day.
No, Dr. Wright was just prompting me in case I forgot anything.
I hate you.
No, you're just delirious is all.
No, I'm not. I've been paid. That's what the problem is. This charade is not making things any better.
I'll be back in a half hour to check up on you.
Oh, I don't want you to check up on me. I want to die.
Hang in there, dear. You'll feel better in the morning.
Go away, please.
Hello, we can see how you're doing.
I'm not doing well. Dr. Fleet stood there, read me a note.
A note?
A love note.
How romantic. Men are sending me love notes too. I seem to cast a spell over them that they cannot place.
Well, I didn't think it was romantic. Especially because Dr. Reich was behind the curtain prompting him. I mean,
Oh.
he can't even speak to me from the heart. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Did he address your medical concerns?
No, but he tried to give me a rose, but I know something went wrong. I should not be feeling the way that I'm feeling.
You shouldn't be moving.
What the hell is going on? My God, sit still, sit still. All right, 3, 2,
What's happening?
my God! What is this?
What is that?
Sandor, there must be 2 meters and balls in there. What is that doing in the nose?
Girls, please, get her to a different room. We're making quite a mess. Oh, God,
I can't see him. I can't breathe.
Look what you did! You completely
I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, God, please, somebody out.
Get around here, please.
That's really gross.
It's not, I don't, how did you, what is it? I don't understand. I told Sandor to close her up, so this is his mistake.
Yes. But as the chief surgeon of the procedure, it was your responsibility to make sure he did it right. Didn't you check up on him?
No, I didn't have a chance to.
What are we going to do? If word gets out about this, this is going to ruin psychoanalysis.
God, of course. Yeah, oh, this is very, very, very bad. Very
Yeah,
bad. What are we
bad.
do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? How do we solve it? What?
You're going to have to do something revolutionary. Something no man has ever succeeded in doing.
What?
You're going to have to apologize
Oh God.
to a woman.
Oh God, no. No, I can't do that. I can't
You have to.
apologize to a woman that I've almost killed. I wouldn't know what to say.
It's the only solution we have.
I can't do it.
But if word gets out about it, it's going to ruin psychoanalysis. You have to do this.
What am I supposed to say?
Are you so incapable of figuring that out?
Look, I'm no good at talking to girls.
All right. Perhaps we can do some rehearsal exercises. Yes. You can practice apologizing to Emma Eckstein, so by the time you get around to it, in earnest of the moment, it is truthful, honest, and most of all, well rehearsed. But who would I say? Sandor!
Oh God, no, not him again. He ruined everything with the...
Oh yes, it has to be him. It must be him. Good evening, Sandor. As much as I despise you, I know you are quite adept at portraying a woman. So, I need you to portray Emma Eckstein so that Dr. Fleece can apologize for nearly killing her during the surgery.
I get the picture. I'll be back in a minute.
Thank you.
No, you don't... What?
Yes, this is the only way.
Impersonating Emma with him?
Yes, yes.
No, I can't do that.
Who else is going to help us?
I don't know, but I can't do it with him.
You must. You
I
must.
won't.
You have to try.
Well, what am I supposed to say? How do I apologize to a girl that I've almost killed? She's very angry with
Of course she's angry. Look at all the blood. It was a disaster. It's all over my hat.
Oh.
Here, perhaps you can practice a little bit with me before Sandor arrives. I'm sorry. I nearly killed you during the surgery. Try that.
I'm sorry that it was a mistake to do the surgery.
No. It was a mistake nearly killing her during the
Right.
surgery. Try
I'm
that.
sorry that we almost killed you during the surgery, and now we can do it again and get it right.
No. We're not going to do the operation.
Look, I'm
again.
no
Look
good
at all
this.
the blood.
Maybe,
It's all over my
maybe you
floor.
can just come with me and coach me in case I forget anything
Coach
important.
you? I'm not going to be your corner man for an apology.
Well, then maybe you could write down the important points on a piece of paper. That way I can refer to
Important
it.
point.
It's worked before, all right? I can
That
prove
has
it.
never worked in the history of time.
Of course it is. I'm just no good at memorizing things. I can't do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know
It's
what
all
to
right.
do.
Here's Emma Eckstein. I will be here for moral and psychological support.
Why? No, I can't do this.
Hello, dear.
No.
Is there something you want to tell me? Go ahead, dear. You can tell me anything.
I can. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry that I almost killed you during the operation.
You're sorry?
Yes.
You didn't mean to do it.
No.
You weren't trying to teach me a lesson.
No, God, no.
Oh, you made an honest mistake.
Yes, I did.
You weren't intending for me to get rich today.
No.
You
No,
weren't
good
trying
heavens,
to kill
no.
me.
No.
A poor innocent girl like me.
No, of course not.
I understand.
You do?
Yeah, of course I understand.
Well, thank you.
I understand perfectly.
Thank you.
I understand you're
Not the please don't
How you ever got a license to practice medicine
Dr.
in the
Blood,
first
this
place?
is not
Beyond
working.
me, you moron!
All right, Sandor. Sorry. Quite enough. You've been very helpful.
I was just trying to talk the way that women talk to me. They're always bossing me around, and some of them have taken to beating me.
Yes, none of that surprises me.
You don't think that Emma's going to beat me with a cane, do you?
Emma!
No, of course not. She's nothing like that.
Now, don't botch this like you botched the nose operation.
No, of course not. Oh, God, but first I think I need to go get a manicure.
Manicure? What?
Well, I want to look my best when I apologize to her.
No! You don't need to do that. That is completely unnecessary. All you need to do is just be earnest, honest, and truthful, and practice what you were practicing with Sandal.
And I have to do it here,
Yes, of course you have to do it here. Where
in the
else?
salon.
Yes, in the salon.
Everybody keeps beating me in this salon.
No one is going to beat you except for yourself if you fail.
I'm
Now,
going to beat myself if I fail?
yes, of course.
Oh,
That's
God.
how it works.
So I have to do it now?
Yes, right now. I'll take you out.
I am at my wit's end. Your father has accused me of trying to kill your friend Emma Eckstein.
Yeah, I heard about that, but you didn't make a huge mistake by leaving all that gauze inside her nose.
Well, that's just it. It's a mistake, an honest mistake. I wasn't intending to hurt her.
Well, maybe you should stick to psychoanalysis and leave surgery to train surgeons.
You might be right about that.
You know, my father's expected any minute. If he finds you here with me, he'll kill you.
Well, then I'll make this fast. Listen, there's something I have to tell you.
Okay,
it's
so,
about us.
Before you start on that, there's something really important I have to tell you. I don't know how to say this. It's really okay. I can't.
What is it?
Well, it's really important. I know I can't say
Well,
it.
then let me tell you what I came here to tell you. Then, darn it, how do I put this?
So while you're thinking, Sandor, I can't.
Let me just get something off my chest very quick. You see, there's this girl that
I
I
know
love.
you love me, but please don't go on about it right now.
Yeah, I'm making a mess of things. I don't know how you're going to react to this. It's about my getting married.
You already told me how many times that you want to marry me, and that's why I have to tell you this. I'm sorry, Sandor, I can't marry you.
What?
My father's planning to move us to London, so you and I are just going to deal with that separation. There's nothing I can do about it.
You're really leaving? Oh, it's going to kill me. It's going to be like a knife in my heart.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. You'll find someone else.
I have a confession to make. I met someone, and with you leaving, I suppose she'll have to be some sort of a substitute. But I want you to know that she will never fill your shoes. In fact, I'm sorry I even met her.
Don't apologize for meeting someone. Who is it?
That French girl.
Marie Bonaparte?
Yes, I don't really like her, but I'm going to force myself to go out with her.
Stop. It's okay if you like this. The truth is, I'm happy for you. She's beautiful, and she'll be great for you.
You're amazing.
My father would be happy to know that you've come to your senses and aren't chasing after me after all. But if he finds you here with me, he won't believe it, and he'll try to kill you.
I'm not afraid of him anymore.
That's what you always say, but whenever he comes, you run away.
Yes, well, my running days are over. I'm going to tell him how I feel. I'm going to stand up to him for once.
Now you're talking.
Yes, I've had enough of his bullying.
You're becoming a man at last. I knew you had it in you.
Let him try and stand in my way. I'll show him.
So I mentioned he has a gun.
A gun.
And he says if he catches you in the house with me or sees you at all with me, he'll blow you to kingdom's come.
Why didn't you tell me? Are you trying to get me killed?
No, just slip my mind.
This is my life we're talking about. Yeah, don't let facts like that slip your mind. Again, if father were to come in here with a gun, what would I do? Where would I hide? With his unconscious egging him on, there's no telling what he might do.
Well, we should be okay. I told him I was with a patient right now. He won't come in. It's part of my training to become a therapist.
Anna!
Oh,
I'd love to be
God.
your new patient. Back up!
And I said, no, please. Get out of here.
Why not?
Where?
He's suffering from social phobia. He can't come in right now. Get under the desk. Get under the
Find me
desk.
there and shoot me for sure.
No, he doesn't look down. Just get under the desk.
Social phobia, that sounds very intriguing. Perhaps I could write a monograph about it. You know what? I think I'm going to come in.
No, don't move. Sudden movements make him jittery.
It's my life. I know how to save it.
Yeah, okay.
Where's your new patient?
Oh,
Meet him.
when he heard you were coming, he went and hid in the back room.
Splendid. I'll go introduce myself.
Get out of here quick.
There's nobody in there.
Don't make a noise. Any words? No words.
Yes. Shh. Yes. Shh. Yes.
I said no words.
Starting now, yes.
Okay.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
It's interesting. I could have sworn I heard somebody.
The Wolfman's getting to you.
Now, where is this new patient hiding? Oh, these psychopaths are very crafty and intelligent. Perhaps he's hiding somewhere else, maybe under the desk.
Oh, no,
Well,
he's not under the desk.
You know, I would love to write a monograph about this man. It would do wonders for my research. I could even show him my new pistol. Walther, 9mm, Parabellum.
I'm afraid of guns.
Anna, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's just a gun. I would never use it in the house, unless, of course, I found Sandor Ferenzi in here. Oh, if I found Sandor Ferenzi in here, I would surely blow his brains out.
Please, God, don't let him find me!
What was that?
What was what?
Did you drop something on the desk?
No,
Are you sure?
I was coughing.
Coughing?
Actually, Dad, I was gonna have a surprise, but I got a coconut for lunch. Yeah, it's actually dropped into the couch.
Coconut?
There's a coconut. Yes, here it is.
You know what that coconut reminds me of?
No, I couldn't imagine.
Sandor Ferenzi's skull.
Ah, you're crazy.
Yes, you know, ever since that restaurant, ever since that night at the restaurant, I've been unable to sleep. I've been up for days. My mind has been consumed by these intrusive thoughts of Sandor Ferenzi prowling into this house once again like a rat sneaking around for cheese. And if I found him in this room, I would surely bomb a gap in his ass.
Dad, calm yourself down. You're not a murderer. Just put that gun away.
Deep inside, we're all capable of murder, you see. Perhaps he's out back.
Yeah,
He's out back.
You're right here after all. You should go look. What does he say?
He just keeps going in circles. This is a living nightmare. I thought he knew that I was engaged to Marie Bonaparte. Now he's threatening to shoot me. I've got to communicate with him. I've got to make him come to his senses and see that I'm not chasing after you anymore. Why is it so hard to get through to some people? When I talk, it's like he's got cotton in his ears. I have to make him listen.
There's no point in trying to reason with him right now. You heard him. He's talking about rats and cheese. He's in the backyard looking for you. And when he finds you out here, he's going to turn with a vengeance and with that gun.
Yes, but he can't be serious.
Yes, he's serious. There's only one way to escape certain death.
How?
Okay, put this sack over your head. He'll tell him you're a totem pole.
He'll see right through that disguise.
No, he won't. He's involved with totem poles. Trust me. He won't suspect a thing. Arms out straight. Arms back. Remember, you're a totem pole. Don't know. Totem poles don't nod.
Well, he certainly wasn't out back. What is this magnificent specimen?
Oh, it's something that Otto Ray dropped off an artifact. He said it's being something about like a totem pole from the Americas.
A totem pole
Huh?
from the Americas.
Yeah.
Fascinating. You know, I really should thank dear old Otto. He's such a good friend for bringing such an interesting specimen. It has an unusual design. Where did he say he got it from?
An antique shop?
An antique shop. I wonder which antique shop Alan went
Oh, it's in the Americas. You probably won't hear of it.
to. In the Americas. He brought it all the way back from here.
Yeah, long voyage.
Interesting. Otto sure is crafty. Well, we can't have it in here. Let's move it out back.
No, I think it looks great wherever it is.
No. This would scare the bejesus out of my patients. We can't have it in this
Oh, don't
salon.
trouble yourself, Daddy. It's not that heavy. I can go
Take it
by
out.
myself.
No. I can't. I'll help you. Allow me.
Please, no.
I knew it!
Don't kill him, Daddy.
I have something. I have an announcement, sir. I'm engaged to Marie Bonaparte.
What?
I'm engaged to Marie Bonaparte.
He's engaged to Marie.
I don't believe you. For the past 2 months, you've been prowling around trying to get with.
All that's over now. I've come to my senses.
Is it?
Yes. What do we have to do to make you
We
believe?
have to do it. Oh, thank God. No.
Thank God.
Oh, you're trying to kill me.
Again.
Yes,
I
trying to
know.
kill you again. Oh, you are so sweet.
We have to break this cycle.
We really do. This is very unprofessional.
Are you two really getting married?
Well, of course.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Believe my own eyes.
Yes.
Well, what's not to believe? Very handsome.
I am very handsome. I'm very amazing. What you say?
Well, something about being in Vienna made me realize I need a psychopath in my life.
Psychotherapist, my dear, psychotherapist.
What did I say?
Never mind.
Let's just stop laughing.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe somehow I think it could be interesting.
Emma. Someone's here to see you, I think.
It's not me.
Who is it?
Oh, it's Dr. Fleece.
Oh,
I do not like
It's
you.
me, the man who almost killed you.
That is why I don't like you.
I'm gonna go.
Are you going for
I don't like
I don't like you.
not to eavesdrop on me?
Like, I don't like myself. But look, I came here to apologize to you. First off, I should never have let Sandor assist me with the operation. Evidently, he has no training as a surgeon. And second, I'm really sorry.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I made a horrible mistake. I almost killed you. Look, you know I wanted to do this operation by myself because I didn't trust anybody else to do it, but then, well, at the last second I ruined everything by letting Sandor do the final stitches. I can't explain it. I made a horrible mistake, and the worst thing is that I did it to the girl that I love.
You don't love me.
Yes, I really do.
If you loved me, you wouldn't flirt with Marie Bonaparte.
Marie Bonaparte?
Yes, I'm not blind.
Well, it's not true.
I saw you talking with her.
I may have been talking with her, but only about professional matters.
You were very close to her.
I may have been close to her, yes, but only because she's a little hard of hearing in her left ear.
You were looking at her in her face. You were looking at each other right in the eye.
We were face to face, but only because she doesn't understand English very well, so I wanted to make sure she understood everything I was saying.
Well, I saw you put your hands on her hips in a loving gesture.
My hands may have been on her hips, but only to demonstrate how to do a medical procedure.
You didn't act like a teacher. You pulled her close.
I pulled her close, yes, but only to demonstrate how to do the maneuver, you know, the one where you stop the person from choking.
Well, I saw you kissing her. Your lips were on hers. I saw it.
My lips may have been on hers, but only to demonstrate how to do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Oh, I cannot trust you.
Yes, you can. You're misinterpreting everything. Well, then fine. What about you and Sandor then,
What about us?
I saw you two last night. Before the operation, he was standing right next to you, and he was talking to you.
He came close to say something.
But he wasn't just talking to you. He had his arms around your back.
He may have had his arms around my back, but that was just to demonstrate his therapeutic procedure. You know I'm training to be a psychotherapist. I have to learn all the new techniques.
No, but he didn't just embrace you. He kissed you.
Yes, he kissed me, but that was to demonstrate his kissing and cuddling therapy.
No, but
There's no emotional connection between
But
them.
I
It's
heard you
ridiculous.
sighing and saying, oh, Sandy, Sandy.
I did not say it like that. I said, Sandy, is this the correct procedure?
No, I can't trust you.
You I can't trust.
No, I thought you loved me.
Thought you loved me.
But I was deceived.
But I never really knew you.
You've been with another man behind my back.
You've been with another woman who you love.
I'm so fed up with you right now.
Okay.
I can't deal with this
I was here
relationship.
the last time. I never want to see you again.
Fine, that's fine with me.
Well, good. Get out of my sight then. Go on. Leave me alone.
You want me to go? Now? You really want me to go?
Yes, I do.
Fine then. Here I go.
Good. Sooner the better.
I'm leaving now.
Good riddance to you.
I'm almost at the door.
It won't be. Soon enough.
I'm leaving now, and you won't see me anymore.
Fine. Perfect.
I'm in the hall now, and I'm going out the back door.
Good. Good.
I'm really gone.
Good. If I never see you again, it'll be too soon. What? What did you say?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
You didn't call me back.
No, I thought you said something to me.
The only thing that I've said is that my heart is broken.
It's me with the broken heart. Finding the man I love dishonest.
I was never dishonest.
I was the one who was never untrue.
Look, I never flirted with Marie Bonaparte. You can ask her yourself. She's right there.
It is true.
I never had any feelings for
for Dr. Ferenzi. I consider him a lunatic and on top of it, incompetent.
Oh.
It was always you that I loved from the moment I saw you. Only I never knew how to talk with a girl before, so I didn't know how to tell you how I feel.
How do you feel?
Well, I feel terrible. I almost killed you.
You do?
Yes, of course I do. I'm not a heartless person. I actually care about you more as a person than as a patient. Emma, I'm crazy about you.
No, I liked you before you almost killed me.
Yes. Well, I was so nervous about the operation because of my feelings. Well, I wasn't thinking straight.
Do you really have feelings for me?
Yes, I really do.
Then why don't you tell me in your own words? Why do you rely on poems and cue cards?
Well, I was afraid that I wouldn't find the right words.
If you can't find the words, then it's not for real.
Well, if I thought I had a chance with you, I would have found the words.
If you could speak from the heart, you might have a chance.
Could you ever forgive me for that mistake?
I don't know. I don't like to hold a grudge, and it was Sandor who made the mistake.
Then forgive me for that surgical blunder?
All right, I forgive you.
Emma, look, I know this may seem sudden, but I really think we would be good together.
What do you mean good together?
I mean, I think we would have a good life together.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that oh God, that I want you to marry me. Will you?
I have to think about it.
How long do you think you'll need to consider my proposal?
This could take some time. Might need to think about it for 5 or 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding. I'm really in love with you.
Are you serious?
I wouldn't joke about something like this.
Gosh, I'm in heaven. I can't believe it. From the depths of despair to the heights of happiness, then we're officially engaged.
Just don't ever do an operation like that on me again.
Oh, no, I won't.
Good. Then we'll be fine.
Well, now that we're reconciled, we should go tell Dr. Freud the good news. He's been very concerned about you. We were all worried that you might badmouth psychoanalysis and ruin its chances of becoming an international movement.
Do that.
Well, let's go find him and tell him then, shall
Here
we?
it comes now.
Oh, wonderful. I have something to tell you, and it is good news.
Good news! I could use some good news right now.
Emma and I are engaged to be married.
Oh, that's lovely! You're not going to tell the world that we nearly killed you during a botched surgery?
No, not at all.
May God bless you, Emma. We are truly saved. Thank you for your sacrifice.
Having some nightmares and flashbacks to the operation and terrible migraine headaches.
Oh, Emma, don't worry. This is what we call psychosomatic symptoms. After 5 or 6 years of therapy, it should be cleared up.
Just the talking cure, right? No operations.
Yes, only the talking, my dear. And while Dr. Freud is away in London, I can treat you. And we can do your therapy right here in the salon where we almost killed you.
Psychotherapy is truly a miracle.
Truly is. Emma, I am so happy for the both of you. I only wish that my daughter, Anna, could be happy as well. But happy endings only seem to happen in movies and plays. When we go to London, I'm sure the unconscious will follow us. And no doubt another scenario in which a Sandor Ferenzi will be prowling about is likely to
Someone
occur.
speaking about me, I feel like...
Oh, hush, my buttercup. They're having a serious conversation.
Oh, Dr. Freud, do you remember how the unconscious was always saying, I am you? Dr. Freud, I am you? Well, what if you became it? I mean, what if you became your own unconscious? Then you could tell Anne all the sensible things that you want her to do.
Oh, well, that would be absurd. I could never become an immaterial psychological idea.
Of course you could. Because it's in your mind. You can manifest it whenever you wish. Provided that you walk and talk like it, of course.
I wouldn't know how to talk like the blasted thing.
Of course you could talk like it. You've written more books and monographs about the unconscious than anyone.
Fetch the coach, Your Majesty.
This
for me?
No one knows more about that infernal monster than you do.
There's some truth to that.
How'd you get that so fast?
I have ways of dealing with men, even unconscious men. Hey, put this on. You look wonderful.
You're changing before our very eyes. You'll be a natural at this.
He sure looks the part.
He'll sound the part too.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you for everything. This is the start of a wonderful new life for all of us.